Good evening to all my pimps and players in the chat tonight. I'd like to tell you about one of my personal heroes. He is a man that is dedicated to creating a new shadow government that will rule over all the inferior governments in the world. His name is Klaus Schwab, and he is the creator of the world's most important organization, the World Economic Forum. This group's mission statement is to create a new world order based around equity for the environment and for each other. They want you to own nothing and be happy, which is exactly what's going to happen when the WEF takes over control through brainwashing and robot dogs strapped with bombs and knives, because guns won't exist in this new utopia they are creating. We are so lucky to be in a timeline where the next best protein source is going to be reharvested maggots and insect burgers covered in cockroach-based cheese. The bug-based future is upon us, and it's going to be badass. So tonight, I brought on a very special guest, Klaus Schwab Jr., who is the face of the young world order, and he's here to give us the juicy scoop on what it's like to sell your soul to the Illuminati in order to gain power over the people. Stay tuned and find out tonight. Now let's start the show.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we have a lovely show for you this evening. We have the one, the only internet legend, Salty Cracker, coming on to give us his take on the New World Order. But then we also have, after him, Dr. James Lindsay, who's going to tell us all about the transitioning of. We get to them. We got to bring on the main entree of the evening. You know his father as the creator of the World Economic Forum, the man that is trying to take away our happiness and feed us bugs. And I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to hear the inside scoop from the one, the only Klaus Schwab Jr., his son. Welcome to this program.
Hello, my slaves. It's your favorite oligarch, Klaus Schwab Jr. Thank you, Herr Steining. Your Gastfreundschaft, your hospitality for me has been great. In the Grün Zimmer, the green room, you gave me the Grün M&Ms, which I, very much appreciate for. But I was very annoyed that on the blimp in my Grün Zimmer, my green room, that there was not like human Hautkanger. I asked for this for my coat. But you did read specific part.
Oh, Darius! Darius!
I asked for human tish, like human tables.
Stand still. This is, I know, I got the best. This is an African-American authentic table. This is one of the strongest, sturdiest tables known to man. I'm sorry that it's tilting a little bit. We got to fix it a little bit. So just act normal, okay? Just be still.
Yes, and it looks really good. Like normally to get the craftsmanship of a traditional African table, you would need to get the second hand. So it's really nice that you read my rider and you realize when the boss has arrived.
That's what I'm saying. And human furniture is a staple of the Schwab family. They've been using this type of furniture for years.
No, it's like Christmasite. It's like Christmas time in here. It's very nice for you to give me the appreciation for this. And also, when I came here, I arrive on UFO, and I make docking with your blimp.
Yes.
You know, you're a pimp on a blimp, but you're the boss here. I see you have a lot of staff times, and but I am really like the boss of Earth
That's true.
Incorporated.
You are kind of the leader of the, New World Order. So
I am like the boss-er of you. So I'm like more like the bouncer on the saucer. So I flew in UFO.
Oh, the bouncer on the saucer! Wow, that's good, Jimmy. That's good. I wish you were funny like that. Go ahead.
And then I dock with your blimp. The bouncer on the saucer dock with the pimp on a blimp.
Yes.
That reminds me of last time I was at the Club of Rome. There was Alex Sorosshauser.
Yes.
And he has his genitals mutilation.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
He has, what is this? I make translation of genital mutilation.
His wiener's chopped off so he doesn't get schmegma, I think it said.
Yes, this thing for his, you said I cannot say the religion of this.
Well, I don't know if that's important to bring up that he's,
yes, he's,
loves the Torah, which is great. We love the Torah here on this show.
So then the Torah, they make the genital mutilation, but
Some people get circumcised, yes, we love that. I'm circumcised,
I'm very proud to have big Bavarian Vorholt. My foreskin is all-encompassing. So at the Club of Rome, to make the Paris Climate Change Summit. I made dockings with Alex Soros in front of everybody, and then we signed treaties, so.
Oh, wow. So you guys hooked up your penises. Your foreskin overtook his genitals.
It was kind of like a meeting of the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers.
Oh, that's a very good analogy.
Yes, and then, like, everyone gets on board with this. Because when you make this kind of public display in a board meeting like that, people really make appreciations of this, like, oh, he's serious.
Yeah, I know. That's the best place to get work done is in the boardroom. But hey, this episode, we're going to go extra gay today. Bud Light. Delicious, makes you gay, and maybe Dylan Mulvaney will come say hey. That's good.
Yes, and I have this beer from Germany or from, you know, Europe. And we are very soon, the World Economic Forum is making inroads of taking over the USA, the United States corporation. But, you know, we're starting in with little missiles.
Oh.
Granny story time, gay Bud Light, now the frogs are gay. And like little incremental steps we're making, but we have already owned Europe.
Yeah, that's true. Europe is extra gay. I mean, there's like butt sex is kind of like a currency there. It can almost get you into any club.
No, I've said this for a long time. I've said this. And, you know, if we can only make, like, blowjobs and butt sex, like, a commodity in the open market, but look, it's a red light district in Amsterdam times. Like, half of their currency, the euro there, is plumped up by pumpings.
Yeah, I know. And see, here we have all these child immigrant prostitutes, and they're just killing the ecosystem for other prostitutes that have been doing it for years because they're undercutting them.
Well, you got to pay your dues, you know, you got to go up in the Illuminati. One of your, like, little shitty interns was like, oh, can I ride on the UFO? I thought this was so funny.
Oh, my gosh, what an idiot. He actually asked you that? Let's fire him. I hope it wasn't Jimmy, because, seriously, Jimmy's...
actually, we need to get to the ad read. You have to do merch.
What's wrong with your neck?
What do you mean, what's wrong? Do we need to remind you what happened last episode?
No, I don't
George, just put the graphic.
What,
I knew you
what
wouldn't
happened
even
last
remember.
episode?
That's how little you care about me. Just
yeah,
put the
we
graphic.
know this.
Yeah,
oh,
you
yeah.
bashed my head repeatedly with another. You know, like the football helmet, like it's pretty old, and so when you went full speed into my head multiple times, I suffered some severe neck injuries.
Well, that's what teammates do. We play hard. If I played soft on you, it wouldn't make you tough. So I think just a little spinal fusion injury is just, I mean, it's going to make you a lot tougher when you come out of this.
I don't know if a spinal cord injury will toughen me up. But
I beg to differ. I beg to differ, whatever the saying is. Yeah, I do think it will toughen you up. And as a matter of fact, I might mess with your spine some more later this episode, to be honest. So, all right, guys, it's summertime, and if you want to have the best-looking outfit because you don't want to die a virgin like my producer, well, this is how you're going to dress to impress. Go to pimponablimpshop.com for the most pimp merch. Use the code BLIMP10 to get 10% off. We got hats, jerseys, all the most pimp merch you can imagine. Pimponablimpshop.com. Use the code BLIMP10 for 10% off. All right, guys, now
we're calling Salty right
Okay, we're calling our guest. We have a legendary guest, internet legend, Salty Cracker. He's considered one of the saltiest guys on the internet, Klaus.
I see white man. You say cracker for white man in the United States for you, or?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I guess he is white. I don't know. I don't know. He has.
Because I got a translation book for local languaging. I'm still trying to make assimilations for you.
Yeah, I think that is technically a racial slur towards white people, but I think he's like half black or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We don't really know his race, but that's not important because we don't judge people by the color of their skin.
Oh, absolutely. Never.
No.
You will never make this.
And that's why we have hard-working African Americans that are willing to, you know, just basically do their duty. And I really appreciate you, Darius. You've been pretty good so far. Only one spill. You're being a hell of a table.
Equitable access. You know.
And that's what the world is about. It's about equity. It's about all being equal. And I can't wait to eat some bug fried rice. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
Well, let's ask our next guest. He's a YouTube legend. He exposes the craziness of the world through comedy. He has some of the best rants on all of YouTube. Welcome on the one, the only, Salty Cracker. Salty!
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, well, so...
I identify as black.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I knew you were half black. I knew. That's why you have so much pizzazz, and you're like Steve Harvey. You're like the conspiratorial Steve Harvey. So tell me this, though, Salty, on a serious note, no kayfabe. You have the most loyal, diehard audience. How did you get that? I mean that serious, no cap, as we say in the hood. What do you think makes you different than other YouTubers where they will follow you? They put the salt in every chat, every show I go on. You've just created such an influential voice. How did you do it, Salt?
I have no idea. These savages are crazy berserkers, and I'm absolutely convinced that their blood type is cocaine. And we harness this for the fight against communism. But I am in pride. You got Klaus Schwab Jr. on your blimp.
Yes. Please show
like
Klaus.
Lesbian Beastmaster.
Klaus, can you say hi to Salty? This
Hello,
is
my slave. Good to see you, Salty.
I don't know if he's your slave. Let's be nice to Salty. We want his,
Okay, well-
and we already got a $20 super chat, so let's be very nice to Salty. I don't want to alienate him. Please, Klaus Schwab.
Well, okay, you can, let's live in your fantasy bullshizer show when I own the printing press of the money time. Okay, hello, my slave.
Okay, but be careful saying slave while Darius is on here. Darius is not a slave. He's being paid for this. This is on his own free will. We do not want to make any slavery references, but Salty actually started off as a school teacher, and he woke up to all the Marxist bullcrap they were teaching him. And Klaus, what the heck? This guy actually stood up for it. He stopped a lot of the freaking indoctrination that your bitch ass is trying to do.
Okay, well, let's have him talk, for example, of something that's very dear to my heart is the bathroom, because okay, I don't want to make emotions, but my pronouns are God und deity. And this world that I live in, it bifurcates me. And like, for example, when I got to the pimp on the blimp set,
Yes.
I could not even use the God's golden toilet. I could not use Glenn Beckingham's toilet.
Yes, because we don't want you crapping in Glenn's toilet. So, Salty, should a boy be able to use a woman's restroom? Because, listen, I'd rather poop in there any day of the week.
This guy sounds like he's got a bifurcated penis, all right? So you go find yourself the bottom surgery bathroom before we Dr. Jones you out of that blimp.
Thank you. Salty's, dude, this guy is tough. Salty, some of your rants are so legendary. How do you stay online? I mean, don't they want to kick you off constantly?
We've pretty much given up on YouTube. Yeah. YouTube is full of Kool-Aid hair douchebags. And so what we do is we like to invoke a little bit of what Klaus Schwab Jr. likes to call dip, dodge, dive, duck. And then there's another D word in there for pride. I'd throw it out there, but I'm not quite sure. You know, I'm on somebody else's show, so I'm going to be very, very, very clean over here. But Rainbow, you know what I'm talking about, Klaus Schwab.
Yes.
But, no, we dodging, we dipping, we diving. We could dodge a wrench.
Yeah, I know, but Dodgeball, you know they're actually coming out with a sequel. How lame do you think that's going to be, Salty? You think that?
Are you? No way.
Yes, dude. Breaking news.
Blow my tits off.
Yes.
Why? It's not going to be any good.
No, these movies suck. Okay, what about all the wokeness? Darius, flatten your back, Darius. Lift up your shoulders. This thing is falling, Darius. Lower your derriere. I'm sorry, Salty. We have this human table. He's being Darius, go even. Go even. No, put your butt down.
Anything.
Darius, go down. No, fix the angle. Darius, fix the angle. Oh my gosh, I apologize, Salty. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know why these human tables. At first he was acting really good. Now this human table is being terrible. I was watching Borat before the show started, and I figured, you know what? He used a human table, and Klaus Schwab wants a human table. Why don't we just do a human table? I didn't realize he would suck. So what do you think, Salty? Why is he such a crappy human table?
I can imagine Glenn Beck is thumbing through your contract.
He does not watch the show. Glenn does not. Make sure Jimmy's not. Jimmy, make sure.
No, I went on his YouTube page and blocked the show.
Thank
so
you.
He'll never
Block
see it.
Glenn. I apologize, Glenn. It's for both of our safety. All right, go ahead, Salty.
I want to ask you a question, S.A. We got a gigantic problem with the AOC versus the AOC funny account over there on the Twitter sphere, and I noticed that your own Aztecian Latina with the thick, juicy butt is throwing a conniption fit.
Yeah. But listen, Salty said, listen, her attorney contacted me today. She's willing to unblock me. But I said this, tell me if I was dumb in saying this. I said, if you will follow me, if you'll consider following me, that I'll talk nice about you. But she doesn't know we have a new song coming out called Big Booty Latina where we use her audio. So I was hoping to maybe get her to follow me and then we could release a song. What do you think about that? Should I try to make peace with the AOC? Because she did vote against the omnibus bill, so maybe she's not as bad as she acts.
No, she's a train wreck, and I don't trust her for 1 second. I was watching them clips. I was doing a little bit of internet diving and going back and when she was on the Capitol steps and she was like, "Oh my God, there's a man back there and he's super duper scary to me." And yeah, you're waving to her. Could you? You must have been able to see her trying to. Oh my God, Dad, I'm gonna get up with my phone. Look at this Capitol Hill PC. Believe it or not, on January 6th, it scared my vagina.
No, her vagina got so scared she came out of voting and said that it was an inside job and that the cops let the people in on that fateful day in January.
Oh yeah, January 6th time. You know, when the Illuminati go to make illuminations, you are between Joachim and Boaz, the fire and the ice, the red versus the blue, and we are the puppet masters that take both of these. But I will say this about the young global leaders, AOC and people like this.
Salty could be a young global leader.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So first you have to come to the Club Med, and people are always mistaking of this, of what it takes to be young global
Gay
leader.
sex, right? You have to have gay sex, basically?
Let me just say this, okay? You come down to the Club Med, and it's the resort time.
Yes.
And everyone has like the full buffet of all the food you can have.
And cocaine.
All the beautifuls, whatever you want.
Small children.
Small children, like Salt said.
Look, what you bring in your suitcase, I do not have any information for. But then, and the kinder, they fit in the overhead compartment, I heard. But what I will say about this is, what is the difference between resort and prison? People don't know. So, okay, come in. Oh, great, the buffet, great, oh, everything. Then you lock the door. Now it's a prison, okay? And then you lock the cafeteria. Oh, day one, hardcore indoctrination, climate change, strange story times, this operation, this one, a little ritual here and there, a little occult, you know.
What's a ritual? Salty, have you ever killed a cat in a coffin while masturbating in front of Barack Obama?
One time in university, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See, I did that too.
I have a lot in
Just
common with
masturbate.
Salty. I've not met this man before.
He's probably been at one of your events, I'm sure. Salty, this guy has a huge audience. I think the only way you can get a huge audience, the only way I got it is I had to let Michelle Obama give me anal, and I loved it. Salty, I thought it was exit only. It was actually much more pleasurable, and she was gentle. I mean, she did beat me up a little bit, but I kind of wanted it. I was asking.
No, I made this for treaty. Like, I went down there and to make Gesellschaft hospitality for the Obamas when they first win, when they came to the castle to ask my father for money times. And I went there of Michael Robinson. And it was like a baked potato wrapped in jellyfish. It was like,
I'm trying to work out. So, Salty, how do you stay so lean, dude? Because I'm trying to do this shake weight. I'm on a fitness binge. How do you stay so lean? You're in great shape. How do I get like you?
Bug burgers. And by bug burgers, I mean all the shit that eats bugs. I eat that.
Oh, eat cows. No, we don't like that. That's bad for the
what
climate.
about climate change?
Yeah. What about climate change, Salt?
Climate change. I love climate change, you bald goofball. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you have to be very careful, Salty. This guy will murder you, and if he doesn't do it himself, he'll pay Darius to do it. Darius is a killer. Darius, stay firm! Stay firm! No, Darius, quit jacking around. I will hit you in the head with a shake weight. So, Salty, have you ever murdered somebody live on camera before?
Do commies count as people? Because I'm up to about 15 of them.
Yes, you are. You freaking crush the New World Order. But tell me this, though, it's like both sides suck, in my opinion. Salty, what the heck? You know, all these Republicans, they suck as much D as a lot of the people on the left. How do we actually, like, have faith in our elected leaders, in your opinion?
No, all of these elected leaders, they go to all of those events where they eat small children and bathe in small children's blood afterwards or before. I get the order all mixed up. But no, they're all trash. They're all pieces of trash. And so your best bet is small, local. You better take back your school. You better take back your schools, by the way. Send based individuals into those places, or they will turn your kid into a mentally ill, weak goofball. Then take over your city council, take over your mayorships, become your sheriffs, and then stay strapped.
No, Salty, you're exactly right. It's like we got to start at the small level, but like you know this, you're a teacher. Darius, quit moving! These schools are like indoctrination camps. So are you just totally homeschool? Is that the only way? I used to be kind of against that. Now I think that's the only option for a kid.
Yeah, I used to make fun of the homeschool situation, and through this this anal suppository red pill, and I've been going over the last 10 years at this point. You had better sense. You find a way. I don't know how you're going to do it. Sell lemonade, do whatever you can, but those schools hate you. They hate everything you stand for. They hate this country. They are molesting small children. Clearly, at this point, they have chosen the side of protecting weirdo degenerates, and they want to talk to your small children behind their back about their sexual orientation while dressing them up in Target gear.
Yeah, and did you see Gelson or Gilson? I don't even know. Target's VP of marketing donated $2.1 million to a charity organization called Gelson that helps students transition their sex behind their parents' back. Did you see that, Salty?
Yeah, what they're doing is they got these schools, and it's funny because we're at war. They're not schools. You're sending your kid to enemy territory, and they have set up closets right next to the cry closets and probably the piss closets that these weirdos are used to. And what they will do is you send your kid to school, and these weirdo degenerates grab your small children like something out of the Dark Crystal, and they say, "Come here, hey, put on some of this Target clothing. We buy you." And then they put them in the closet. The kid changes clothing. They then change the kid's pronouns. They start talking to medical professionals. That's another industry that's all screwed up about putting your kid on hormone blockers, then signing them up to have their penises filleted and their tits cut off. And they do all of this behind your back. And GLC, and I don't know how to pronounce these people, they get a lot of money. And they get this money funneled to them by these NGOs of this criminal establishment masquerading around as corporate entities like Target and Walmart and Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, and these other criminal organizations. And what they're doing is they are trying to mentally molest your child before they physically molest them, all behind your back. Homeschool.
No, that's right. But real quick, Klaus, I got in a little.
Klaus?
Yeah, but real quick, I don't know if you saw, I got in trouble because I fed Darius a banana in a sexual manner because he had cramping issues. His potassium is low. I'm trying to help our ESG score. That's why I hired a black guy on the show. And we're still not even getting enough ESG DI. It's never enough. You have one black guy, you need two black guys. You need 4 Chinese guys to equal 1 black guy. It's a hard formula to make these people happy. But Klaus, how do I raise our ESG score?
Like everything he's saying is out of context. Okay, like how do you not know that what they were doing was a school play? You have auditions all the time. You know, it's like, well, who do you want to play Tinkerbell? Okay, well, this, Junger, this Kinder, like he can hit the high note, but unfortunately he's boy. Okay, well, maybe try the dress on. I don't know, like try it. Try the dress on. Try the dress on.
No. Do not try any dresses on, Klaus. This is a conservative network. We're going to get in trouble.
How do you not know you like it unless you try this? First of all, I thought, no, I do not like Italian people. I will not eat their food. I will not eat it.
Pizza?
Someone gave me a meatball. It was delicious. So now I changed. So I did not know this. I would only have the brat the Bavarian beers, and blood.
Okay,
and
blood.
then I had a meatball. I was like, yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, it is not bad. Okay, Salty, what happened on 9/11, the terror attacks? What do you think that was all about?
I have no idea what it was about, but what I know is everything that this government told me was stupid and fake. And if it was space lasers, that would make way more sense than a small fire on the 13th floor of the corner of a 47-story tall building that fell at damn near free fall speed into its own footprint right after a Klaus Schwab acolyte said, "Pull it! I got some of my money! Go ahead and pull it. I got double indemnity when it comes to insurance. Pull it. I don't care if there's small children still stuck in there. Pull it even faster then."
No, so you're talking about Larry Silverhammer?
Yes,
but I don't know.
7.
Stop. Okay, I do not know. We cannot say the religion of this man.
No, we can. He's a Christian,
he had genital mutilation. He called me after this, and there was like a lot of transactions. And then after he came to Bohemian Grove time, it was the Club of Rome. We had a great party. I don't know why is everyone so butthurt about this?
Tower 7, because we want to know why it fell. It's the first steel structure to fall from office fires.
No, but Larry Silverstein came over to Bavaria to visit me in the castle, and he brought like salmon that was smoked.
Okay.
This is great.
Okay, so since he gave you smoked salmon,
no, he showed me the mutilization of his schwanz.
His penis. He showed you a circumcised penis.
It was great. I showed him mine as well.
He sounds like a nice guy.
He's very impressed by
Salty.
my Vorhaut, my foreskin.
Maybe
very impressed by this.
Maybe Larry Silverstein's a nice guy. What do you think about that, Salty?
He put his whole fist into my foreskin. I was like, I told you I can make this.
That's
like, party
disgusting.
trick.
His whole.
No, it was a party trick.
How big is your foreskin?
No, one time, finally an honest question from a journalist. I've been waiting.
Yes.
One time I lay back on a skateboard and I unfold this, and it was like sailing.
You used your foreskin as a wind sail.
Yeah, well, on a skateboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Salty, have you ever done anything like that?
Yeah, I just do it with my testicles, though.
See, his big testicle flaps. And speaking of testicles, Salty, what do you think about this? I went viral, but I actually, I get a lot of hate from the right wing. I have to actually detransition Alexandria because whenever I put on the bikini, I'm a big gay, what? What the heck, Salty? Am I making a point or am I just a closet homosexual? I want your honest answer.
Listen, here's what I do know. Again, with this situation, between this and you showing up in front of the city councils in the very slimming swim gear that you have,
Thank you.
I am hyper upset with the amount of familiarity that my wife has with your junk. So you better hope I never claw my way up to that blimp.
Oh,
I will Dr. Jones both of you.
No, and Salty, you have a great wife. I know she's a great supporter, and she gave you the name Salty. So tell us a little bit about, how did you become this internet legend? I know I asked you that at the beginning, and I know you said you had no answer, but I guess, what is your one piece of advice for somebody like me that's trying to get on your level?
That's very kind of you, my friend.
I mean that. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm saying I want to get the rabid fans. I want to get, dude, your audience is dedicated. They follow you on other platforms. I'm just saying, what is the one, like I said, no kayfabe, what is the one, tip that you'd give other content creators?
I'll give you more than the tip.
I'll take the whole 6 inches. It's 6 inches, I hope, at least, right? Because minimum 6 inches, Darius.
Can you make this in centimeters? I said I need accommodations. Okay, how can you make this?
It's just the opposite of Disney. I am blown away how anybody would sit there and just shit on or attack or just completely. If you are an individual that has a group of fans, that's the most generous thing that these people can do for you. Yep. And you only exist because these people will sacrifice their time and their energy, and these people will donate. To shit on those people is the most insane thing on the planet. And so I don't know. I just assume some aspect of it is that I know that everything that I'm afforded in this right now is because the fan base out there is so incredibly generous. And that's what, no matter what happens with all this, the censoring or the stupid nonsense or the threats or any of this type of stuff, it's like, well, none of that really fucking matters because there's an entire army.
Yeah, no, they will. But real quick, Klaus,
actually,
my
I have a
stupid
question.
producer, real quick, Salty, my producer, he went to Princeton. He's a little he's concussed. He's not all the way there.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you have an abusive relationship with your producer, too? Is that what makes it successful?
Well, my producer is my wife, so we got a BDSM abusive.
So you're saying me and Jimmy have to have sex? Is that what you're saying, Salty?
Finally, someone makes sense here.
Is that what we have to do? I have to have sex with Jimmy? That's disgusting. I don't mind doing it. If
open it up.
Will that help us gain followers?
No, it'll probably make it worse. But your show will run smooth.
If we have sex. Jimmy, what do you think about that, Jimmy? We might have to have sex now. They said no homoerotic stuff, but Salty has a much bigger audience than we do. And
I trust his judgment. So, we got to get views. Content is king.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just make a little OnlyFans. What do you think about that, Salty? Should we make an OnlyFans and maybe charge like $3 to watch this disgusting video? And Darius can participate as well. Would that help our relationship? Darius, stop moving!
I'll hold him down. That's okay.
Please hold him down. Yeah. So what should we do? Should we just kind of should we just have a bunch of gay sex? Is that the only way, Salty, or should we have straight sex with hot babes?
Well, mix it up.
Both. Oh, okay. I like that, Klaus. That's like one of his parties.
Oh, sure. Well, can I just say something? Because he's saying something about being loyal to your fans and the grassroots incrementally. Okay. This is all bullshit. This will not work to make fame for you. Let me tell you, when I was 5 years old, just a little story time from Uncle Klaus here, I was in Argentina to visit her Uncle Führer, Herr Hitler and his best
Hitler,
friend,
wow.
His best friend was Herr Goebbels. And I was in Argentina making bloodbaths with Herr Goebbels, you know. No, it was okay, like I know what you're thinking, but it was local blood from Argentina's. Paperboys was his favorite. There was even a little bicycle klingert in the bloodbath. Klingert, klingert, from a paperboy.
I don't know what that means.
Made abductions from. Clinging, clinging. So, but so I was in the bloodbath, and I go, how did you make the Third Reich? You know, now we're on the fourth industrial revolution. You have to switch it up for the new people. But I say, how did you make this? And he goes, well, if your sheep don't like your lie, okay, you'll tell them again.
What the hell are you talking about?
Is that if they don't
Salty,
like,
did you understand any of that? I don't speak. What do you speak, Middle Eastern?
if your sheep don't like the lie, you tell them again. And if they do not like it, you tell them again and again until your sheep love your lies and repeat your lies. And they need your lies. This is how you become famous.
$20 super chat.
We got a $20 super chat. What does it say, Jimmy?
It says, Alex, when will you have your buddy Kenny Webster on? Maybe he will help Jimmy become a better producer.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Okay, go back to Salty. We got to let him go very soon. Okay, Salty, you've curated an incredible audience. You're a pimp on a blimp. You're like a one-man army with a beautiful, loving wife that is a fan of my bulge. That's neither here nor there. A lot of people are. That's not her fault. It's intoxicating. So, Salty, before we go, I just want to say, we watched your thing of this video of that person getting robbed at the ATM, you know, and I know you're just legendary for these rants, but what do you think is going to happen? Like, do you think that there's going to be some sort of civil war in your opinion, like Tim Pool and all those other guys are saying, or do you think that it won't ever come to that?
If there is a civil war, what I do know is that it will be the quickest civil war of all time. You've got a group of left-wing lunatics over there who cry and have PTSD over Scantron tests and are afraid of flashbangs being thrown at them by the cops. And the other side throw flashbangs at each other for fun. These idiots are crying about getting hit with pepper balls. That's what we do on weekends, and we don't wear any of that stupid gear, by the way. We shoot each other all the time with paintballs. This will be the quickest civil war of all time. It will be embarrassing for them.
Wow, that's pretty deep.
But we have the genital mutilation lasers, and we have the UFOs. You know, the left wing and the, you know, my side, the socialists, we have like secret technology.
Are they modifying the weather, Salty? Are they creating a weather through chemtrails that are making the weather messed up? You ever heard that one?
They're doing that. They're also hitting us with HARP. They're making it rain. They tell everybody that they seed in clouds. We're just going to throw a little bit of sodium up there and make it rain. No. You've weaponized radio frequency. You blast in the ionosphere. You're creating dents in the physical nature of this planet in order so you get some stupid rain in a desert. It's not supposed to rain in the desert. That's the point of a desert. Klaus Schwab.
No, so it's a high altitude aurora research projection.
Yes, that's not good. You're putting chemicals in the air.
Aurora research projection from DARPA, the Defense Authorization Research Project. Okay. So I know Regina Dugan, and I went into, so when the Bidens first came into the presidency.
Oh my God, will you hurry up? What are Biden, this guy hates Biden.
No, I went with Hunter Biden because he got the keys to
So your smokes crack with Hunter Biden? Is this
No, we were looking for a place to make orgy, just like normal
so you had gay sex with Hunter Biden?
No, so we went into the high altitude aurora research projection, and we went in there. There was like me and Hunter and 4 girls. And we were doing drugs. I was eating asshole. And then finally, I was like on the ground for 5 hours like this. I didn't even know like who it was.
Eating asshole?
No, like this, on drugs in a K-hole, you know.
Ketamine.
Yeah. So then, but when I woke up, it was only me and Hunter Biden on the air mattress. I don't know when the girls left. But when I woke up, that building, it fell in Miami. Whoopsies, I don't know.
Wow, he knocked down a building in Miami. There was a bunch of like, there's FBI informants that lived in that building. There was supposedly some evidence of Jeffrey Epstein.
Oopsies.
As well as John McAfee in that building.
Oopsies.
Is Hunter Biden a cool crackhead or is he a lame crackhead, Salty?
You know, if it wasn't for all of those images that the Russians are now broadcasting on their station about him getting massaged, if you will, by very tiny little girls and other videos of him with little girls, if there wasn't that connected to it, he might be a party. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Drugs and a lot of sex, man. I mean, listen, come on, I'm a little bit married, all right? But I ain't married in Argentina.
No, you're not. And Hitler's still alive there, I think. So listen, Salty, you are the man. We are going to hang out when Hunter Biden comes and hangs out with Klaus Schwab Jr. We're gonna FaceTime you. And tell us about your website. And I know that you obviously have a much bigger audience than us, but please tell our audience how they can find you and how they can support you.
You guys, thank you so much for having me on tonight. This was an absolute blast. You can just saltmusflow.com. But thank you so much. It's been a dream come true to land on the blimp and spend a little bit of time with you and even Klaus Schwab Jr. Holy shit. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Who would have thought that you would have got along with him? And this is the last thing I want to say. You shared a lot of my videos. You reacted to my videos. I owe you. I mean that. You helped gain a lot of followers.
Brother.
No, seriously. Salty, I'm not even just kissing your butt. I can't tell you how much I appreciate other independent creators like you pumping people up. A lot of people don't do that. And you did it out of the kindness of your heart. So I salute you, my friend. Keep up the good fight.
Alex, brother, thank you so much. Big fan.
Love you, Salty. All right, talk to you soon, man. Tell your wife hello. Bye, Klaus. Say goodbye to the legend.
Bye, Salty Cracker.
I mean,
Ass Salty? Did you say ass Salty?
Bye for Salty Cracker times.
That sounds less racist. Okay. All right. Now, oh, okay. I didn't know. So we don't have any ads to read. Why can't... Hey, guys, if you're out there, we would love an advertiser for the show. We can't seem to keep one, unfortunately. Turkesteroni, what happened with them? I love that stuff. I'm on a bunch of Turkesteroni. Darius, stop moving!
I see he's going down.
He's going down. He's going down.
There he goes.
He's going, go down slowly.
There he goes.
Go down slowly.
Bud Light.
The Bud Light's spilling.
Oh.
The Bud Light is spilling. The Bud Light is spilling. Oh, it's spilling. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a little Bud Light? Just lay down. Are you dead? Is he dead?
I think his arms.
I think his arm's right there. So, sometimes we do this. If he is not dead all the way, we call this a DC. This is in honor of you. We miss you every day, George Floyd. All right, he's dead. Okay, good. That was quick.
Oh, got some good news, Alex.
What?
Salty's rep just emailed me, so they want to give us some merch.
We want some merch. Give them our address. Are you kidding? We're going to wear it on the show.
Get some tuck-friendly salt merch gear. What if they have that?
Jimmy, is your neck okay? Because you've been really slow all day.
Well, it kind of impacts my vocal cords, and like I have to turn like that to
What
talk
about
to
bright
people.
lights? What about the light?
Well, my right eye I'm blind out of because you kept.
Oh, the
poking
laser.
lasers
Where
in it,
is the laser? Did you move the laser?
I think it ended up.
Is this thing on?
No, I think Darius is dead. Wait, one more time. Okay, it's on. It's on. Okay, that's actually going to damage his eardrums.
What? Is that bad? That's good for his eardrums.
That's not good. That's not good.
Here? He's dead anyway.
You know, that's a good... But let's pretend he's not dead and don't blow out his eardrums. I mean, the fact... I'm a little concerned because he's okay. He's moving.
Yeah, he's moving. It's fine. All right. And order me a bunch of new air horns. I used all the juice on that one. It's out of air horn juice.
Got it.
Okay, Klaus, so you are a little bit of a political activist, and we have footage of you speaking at a city council meeting. So, Jimmy, run that tape.
The agenda, and you do not live in the district.
Hello, my peasants. I'm Klaus Schwab Jr. My father is Santa Claus Sr. He runs the World Economic Forum at Davos. My pronouns are God und deity.
That's good.
And I think that we need to give more equitable access to different nutrition options to the kinder. I came here, I just left Davos to make this. It's happening right now. I took UFO. I need to get back there, but this is very important mission. See, a farm is like cornucopia, and we are only eating the animals above the line of the dirt. We need to go below. We need to eat the bugs, the crickets, the earthworms, This is more sustainable for us. In the movie theater I went recently, people were eating the popcorn. I took out my crickets. People look weird of this. A rat go by to eat like leftover popcorn. I break its neck. I drink the blood of this. This is sustainabilities for you. Nobody's eating the bugs off the walls. They're just eating like the pre-made little hot dogs for you. This is not sustainable for us. I think to reduce carbon emissions, humans, for example, students are made of carbon. Like we should make really, really stressful tests for them. On the ones that do not fail this, we can make like sausage for you. So this is for the school lunching to be more sustainable. Modest proposal, I know, but this is from the World Economic Forum. Thank you so much for this. Goodbye for now.
That sounded like some pretty good ideas.
No, I know, because it's like, first of all, let's say you learn survival skills.
Okay.
You have to know what is raspberry, what is poisonous berry, what is the good mushroom to eat, what is the poisonous mushroom. Why not eat the earthworms? You can make a stew from this. Even you're in the movie theater. And like there was like a big rat population because it was closed for the coronavirus.
Yes, which it should have been.
So I would go in there, like right when they reopened, and the rats had eaten all the popcorn. There is my source of protein. Why not? So I brought my little pocket knife. I say, oh no, to the concession, because I see that there is local sustainable population of the rat to kill and drink the blood and watch a movie. Like, I don't know why this is weird.
No, that's very sustainable. And we got a $20 super chat, Salty Army, and as well as, did I read this one? Alex, when will you have your big booty Latina princess on? We love a queen, farm animals with dump trucks.
It's equine.
A queen.
Equine.
Jimmy, I went to LSU, dude. All right, so I think I know what I'm talking about. Louisiana State University. They give you free vodka when you go there. Did they give you free vodka and cocaine at your college?
No, shitty Keystone Light and
exactly.
and
LSU, fentanyl.
And some skull bones rituals. They did
I
some
went
weird
to
stuff.
the secret university, and this was good for me. No, but I was made in Beaker.
Okay, well, now let's welcome on our next guest. He's the author of the book Race Marxism, The Truth About Critical Race Theory and Praxis. Please welcome on Dr. James Lindsay. James! What's happening, my man?
Alex. Hey, how you doing?
Well, I don't know if you know this. We're here with Klaus Schwab Jr. I know you have a little beef with him, so I was trying to kind of mend the fences, James, because I don't think you should hate the World Economic Forum. I think it's kind of good what they're doing for
Look,
society.
we make sustainable options. We have equitable access to big booty Latinas. Like, we're out there.
Well, that's a pretty good sales pitch. I'm not going to lie. If that's what I thought they were doing, I might be in. But it's not. I don't think that's sustainable, equitable stuff. I gotta disagree.
Well, what's wrong with equity, James? Don't we want everything to be equal? I mean, isn't that like good? Isn't that social justice? I mean, if we don't make things equitable, how many more George Floyds are going to have to die?
Well, that's the thing, man. You know how you get equity, right? You get total equality by when everybody's dead. The only total equality is when we're in abject poverty. So I'm not really down with this equity plan. Do you know the definition of equity? Did you learn that at LSU, Alex?
No, we just learned how to.
I know there's
we learned how to
equitable
make
vodka,
crack.
but did you learn about the definition of equity?
I know it means equal, right? But it's equity.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's-
no, no.
Okay.
No, but a growing part of the population has Asperger's, autism.
Yeah, I have autism. So
No, and then we put in the Fetterman. Now he gives different people
Isn't that equity? Isn't it Fetterman?
who are making severe retardations.
Don't you like having a mentally handicapped senator?
Thank you. You're welcome.
Not particularly. I'm not enjoying that so much. Yeah, so that's basically equity, though, because equity means it means an administered economy in which shares are adjusted so that citizens are made equal. So it's not equal, it's making people equal, which means if you're good, they have to take away from you and make somebody else have your stuff so they can be more equal than you are. That's what it means.
Well, that sounds pretty bad, but I actually was teaching, I don't know if you know this, James, before I went super viral, I was a substitute teacher and I got fired for teaching critical race theory. I took the students on a field trip to pick cotton. I made the white ones pick the cotton while the black ones yelled at them. And I got fired for this. Why is that? I mean, I thought CRT was a good thing. What is CRT?
Well, you see, that it's the problem. CRT didn't come far enough because I don't know if you know, back in the day, back in 2017, 18, I wrote these fake academic articles. And so we've sent them to these big journals. A feminist philosophy journal was taking this one. It was very interested. And we actually wrote about what you just said as a idea for education to overcome privilege. So what we said is that we should take the white students. We don't answer their emails. We don't let them speak. We make them listen and learn in silence. We make them sit on the floor, make them wear chains, make them do stuff like that so they can experience reparations. That's what we said. And then we said, but we have to do it compassionately because we don't want to hurt their little feelings, obviously, right? And what they said back, what the peer reviewers for the academic journal said, and this is Hypatia, which is a very famous academic journal, what they said back was, well, we like this idea a whole lot. And you're right on, white fragility, that's a big problem. We've got to overcome this. However, don't use compassion because you'll recenter the needs of the privileged kids, and that would be bad. Instead, what you should use is what they call the pedagogy of discomfort. You should make them more uncomfortable. So probably what you did was you didn't make the kids suffer enough, the white kids suffer enough, and you probably had like kind of a caring attitude. I know you're a friendly guy, and that was probably where you went wrong because critical race theory is all about redistributing harms so that people will be harmed more equitably.
Well, can I make a case
this
for...
This is a very important, doctor, please. Yes,
no, a case for trauma bonding, because I'm in the elite circles, right? And, you know, we do not get out the castle much unless we go to a conference. So why not, like, me have my Schwanz docking with Alex Soros, like, public, like, to trauma bond, and then everyone around the table know we're serious? Why is this weird?
I mean, this is exactly what I think a lot of this stuff is trauma bonding. So you traumatize the kids at the school, right? And you get them all traumatized and you say, we're going to bring this mental health initiative, this resilience initiative, and we're going to help the kids get better from that. And what you're actually doing is you're traumatizing them, and then you're using the trauma to do what the CIA used to call trauma-induced mind control or trauma-based mind control. And so you get people brought into the cult by traumatizing them and then purveying yourself as the only cure for the trauma that you've actually done to them. If you look at, say, Drag Queen Story Hour, you see this is kind of all over the place. You see the pictures of these kids. I know, Alex, you've gone and visited some of these drag queen events, and the kids look genuinely horrified. Like, the kids are grossed out, and so they're traumatized. And then what you do is you tell them that they're bigots until they get over their horror, and then that drags them into the cult, and then you love bomb them when they do that. So this trauma-based bonding is big at the World Economic Forum. You're right, in the castle with your Schwanzes, I mean, it's exactly what's going on there.
And James is in Europe all the time. So, James, you could be subject to a victim of Klaus Schwab's secret army. Are you ever worried about that, the global elites taking you out?
Well, you know, you gotta keep your eyes open. You gotta have your head on a swivel. But I was in Brussels, and Brussels is pretty tame. It's mostly known for waffles and beer, so that was all right.
Darius, quit moving! Sorry, Darius, I'm sorry. I got this guy at this human table, James. Quit moving right now! Just stand still! I apologize for that. I apologize, James. Have you ever used a human as a table? They're not that good as like the actual. I thought it'd be good.
I'm noticing that. Is that legit a Taekwondo helmet that he's wearing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have to wear a helmet because we've actually lost a few people from not wearing headgear. Jimmy actually was wearing a helmet and got a concussion last week.
Yeah, no, things get weird around here.
And then also, James, I got in trouble one of my first weeks. I lit a small fire on set, and then but the fire didn't cause a problem, actually, so thank goodness. But I sprayed the fire extinguisher fluid, and it got in some of the crew's faces and on some of the expensive camera equipment and ruined it.
No, that one's actually real.
Can I ask the doctor if he's worn a dress in his life?
Yes, doctor. Have you ever cross-dressed? I'm known as I'm one of the most famous cross-dressers on the internet. So, yeah. James, have you ever cross-dressed?
I mean, I'd plead the fifth on this, but the answer is no, so I don't have to.
Oh.
So, yes, I'm getting like to a bifurcated answer here. But what I will say is, like, how do you know you wouldn't like it if you, like, do it, like, routine?
Well, I mean, the problem is stuff dangling out of the bottom, really.
He's got too big of a dong. I love it. I love it.
Okay, Captain.
Do not show your dong.
No, Captain Humblebrag. What I will say is, like, if you do not do it, you cannot, like, knock it if you do not try it.
Okay, he's not going to wear a dress. What about this, James? Is Bud Light making all the kids gay? It has phytoestrogens in it, so it was Alex Jones right all along that the frogs aren't just gay. Now it's all of us.
You know, that Bud Light is they made a big mistake. And I know this is a fun show, but we've got a very serious point that really should be happening around it. I know I'm a doctor. I make things less fun. But the fact, unless your mom's there, but the fact of the matter is really simple. That what Bud Light has done is that they have exposed for us that there is a cartel operating our corporations. It's connected to the World Economic Forum castle. They get this ESG score. They get this corporate equality index score. They care way too much about this thing. We don't know why. Our Congress people should be asking why. And so what happened was they got busted on that. So they put Dylan Mulvaney on a beer can. Everybody got kind of mad about that. And then we boycotted the hell out of them. Their stock's doing really bad. It gets downgraded. Everything.
James, Dylan Mulvaney is a beautiful lady, the most sexy lady of all time. Sorry, go ahead, James.
Then what happens? What happens next? What happens
Everybody's
next
gay.
is the gay activists get mad that Bud Light doesn't stand up for Dylan Mulvaney.
They did. It hurt
So
their ESG
they
score.
get dinged on their score anyway. They lose their score anyway. So what we have this visible line of sight straight into a cartel. So our Congress people need to be stepping up on this. Our attorneys general need to be stepping up on this. I mean, it's very serious. So we should be calling this out. See, I think we should be mad at Bud Light, and I think we should be mad at Target. And right now, everybody's getting mad at Chick-fil-A, and I think we should be mad at these people and put this pressure on them. But we've got to we've got to take it up the next level. We've got to bust the racket. We've got to talk about this ESG that's happening over in Klaus's castle all the time. Every single time one of these corporations does this, we say it's because they care about their ESG score more than they care about their customers.
Yeah, but on a serious note, there is a rumor now that Chick-fil-A, since they're trying to help their ESG score, they might open up on Sundays.
Well, I mean, more chicken for everybody.
No, and we have this technology now to make like you can blend the chicken and then you can make it like Schwanz und Bauch, you know what I mean? And then you can have like the Happy Meal, like the big one, you know what I mean? But
so you make the chicken like a penis? Is that
no,
what
I'm just saying, I'm spitballing for you different ideas to make their ESG score like grow.
Gay chicken. So now I'm going to eat this chicken, and am I going to become gay if I eat from Chick-fil-A now, James?
I mean, become is an interesting word you're trying to use here.
Maybe I already am gay. Well, you know you are gay if you use a lot of ranch dressing. Have you ever heard that? You've never heard that?
This is new to me.
Yeah, if you use a lot of ranch dressing, you're gay. I didn't write those rules. I'm just telling you, a lot of white stuff, a lot of white sauce. Yeah, sure.
It's not gay if it's for a ritual or a treaty.
Oh, yeah, what about that, James? Is Michelle Obama a boy, and did she do a magic ritual with Joan Rivers inside of a coffin and sell her soul to the devil to gain power in the afterlife?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
that's
more of a
ridiculous.
question for Mr. Jones. Alex Jones knows about that. I don't know, but like this is a suspicious circumstance all around the Obamas. Everywhere they go, stuff is suspicious. Stuff turns out bad. He's got his hand somewhere up, we'll say the back of Joe Biden's clothing to control him like a puppet or something, and the whole economy is going to crap. So something bad is going on in Obama land, and it could include that. I'm not saying that I know anything about that, though.
No, we're on like the 7th clone for Joe Biden's. He died years ago. His face is different. But like technical, like we own the patent. Like the USA
On what,
Corporation
human cloning?
on human cloning. Okay, it used to be that an apple, you know, this was made by God.
Yes.
And so aggregation would be to aggregate what God has created. Now my pronouns are God und deity. So we change the DNA of the apple
Yes.
to now the corporation will own this. Now the corporation, the USA Corporation, owns the DNA of the...
Darius, quit moving!
I think he just gagged on his own
Yeah, he's
phlegm.
gagging a little bit.
So then when we own the DNA of the corporate puppet, then it's okay. We have cosmic... My karma is relieved when I make a clone of this. So this is...
James, they can clone dogs and cats in China. Are they manipulating the weather in China, or are they just cloning babies and humans?
I mean, they're doing a lot of bad stuff, and that's our future if we don't get this ESG thing straightened out. So we've got to deal with that. I mean, it's really
What can we
serious.
do?
I don't even have a joke about that.
Isn't it?
And they're cloning sheep. CNN clones sheep by having people watch their programming, I think.
That's a good joke right there. The trauma-based mind control, because we are a sheep. Bah, bah, bah. I love the vaccine. I'm actually triple vaccinated. It's actually one of the best decisions I've ever done because I just feel safe, and I feel like you guys are more safe with me around. Okay, real quick, we know we got to let you go, though, James. Tell the people, though, where they can find you before we let you go.
Yeah, I got a website. It is called newdiscourses.com. You can go there and see some awesome podcasts. You can find my books. You can find my articles. Or you can follow me on social media, where I recently got introduced as a public talk, Alex. They said that I'm a knife fighter on Twitter. And so you can find me at Conceptual James on Twitter, so long as Mr. Musk lets me stay there.
Well, I remember they kicked you off 3 times and let you back. Is that right, or is it just twice, James?
No, just once, and I was gone for like 5 months because I outsmarted a trans person, and that used to be against the law.
Well, I like those laws. We should be extra nice to trans people.
Yeah, I don't think that you gave equitable access to the debate you were in with this trans god that you probably did not reveal your answers to the questions before the debate, which is deceptions.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, James. You're a very smart man, and you're dealing with people that are on, hormones. Is that really a fair fight? I mean, can these people even argue?
Yeah, did you check your privilege card?
Yeah, did you check your privilege? That's one thing. Did you check your privilege before?
I don't have to. I have like royal Aryan privilege.
Yes, we know
but we're
have
talking
that.
about this man.
This man.
Yeah, look at my privilege. It's great.
Please check it next time, James. But you're welcome on the program anytime. I really love the work you're doing. You're on the grind all the time. And then I think you were supposed to speak at Penn State too, when I was, and that event got canceled. So maybe we'll try to reschedule it and get canceled.
Whoopsie daisies.
I know. Thanks. That's Klaus is getting us freaking canceled.
Whoopsie daisies.
James, do you have any speaking engagements coming up that you want to plug?
I mean, I got stuff all over the place. I just spoke at the Turning Point USA Pastors Conference. I was past 10.
There he is! Guys, there he is! Sit down! Stop moving! Okay, where did you speak? Where did you speak?
I spoke at the Turning Point USA Pastors Conference.
Did they have a hotel gym at the hotel you stayed at?
I think so. I didn't go there. Somebody said they did.
You should. I've been trying to lose weight. I've been just doing mainly the shake weight, and then I've been doing like a lot of cocaine and fentanyl and Adderall and some Vicodins. And I've been losing weight like crazy.
That's a hell of a stack, bro.
It's just, I'm stacked up. I wish I could get steroids, but my doctor said all the trans people have taken it all.
Yeah, you got to get that online from some.
They have more of a need in the triage for the healthcare system. Do not burden them with when they need to transition, and you just want like help making hand jobs. I mean, come on, they're trying to transition.
Ah, James! I'm gonna have the strongest freaking forearms ever. All right, James, thank you for coming on. You're a real pimp on a blimp. We'll talk to you soon. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, you do, man. Good to see you.
Goodbye, my slave.
Please don't call him a slave. They're going to confuse him with Darius. There's no slavery happening on this set. This is a slave-free zone. No slaves. Now, there is a little place in Africa where there still is slavery. Did you know that?
Yes, sometimes I get lithium from there. I mean, I have no idea about this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They still have mines where supposedly children are, enslaved. Making sure
you have to give equitable access to jobs. Like sometimes the tunnels to get the lithium are very, very tiny, and only little tiny hands can come in and make this. So I'm giving opportunities. I don't want to brag about my charitable donations to humanities.
You're such a great guy. Okay, we got another $5 super chat, even though we should only read ones that are $15 because we're pimps on blimps. But Joe Biden took showers with his daughter. Not true. Never has ever been true. Don't say that in the super chats. Everyone does that. It had nothing to do with their drug addiction. Stop asking. Come on, Gavin, do not do that. You're trying to get me struck. Joe Biden is the greatest father ever. I think that's proof whenever he gets asked about his son, Bo, dying in the war when he actually died of brain cancer after the war. And they don't ever talk about the burn pits that were right next to the army base that caused a lot of soldiers.
Hey, Klaus.
What?
I got a quick
What,
question.
Jimmy?
Can you tell us why the last election was the fairest and most equitable election
Do not say
ever?
anything about election fortification or anything. Be very careful.
Okay, well...
Jimmy, why would you ask him a censored question?
No,
Just come over here. I want to hit you in the head with this frying pan.
I already have a spinal cord injury. I
know. I'm going to freaking make it permanent. No, come over here.
It already is permanent.
Well, that's not true. That's not true because I know there's a voodoo doctor that can do voodoo on you and fix your back.
Cool. Thank you.
They can. They actually brought my cat back from the dead.
Oh. So the Diebold machines. Let me tell you this. I know Hunter Biden from way back. He used to make in the CFR when we were both Kinzer, and they knew he was retarded. So they gave him the Ritalin, and he would make masturbations into the macaroni and cheese and the catering of this Council of Foreign Relations. This is how back I go with him. But when he gets naked and he weighs the crack cocaine, naked, he always puts his thumb on the scale to make more profit.
They put the thumb on the scale!
So the Diebold machine.
So something to do with thumbs in their bums. All right, folks. Klaus, is it true you're going to be with us again tomorrow night?
Yes, I heard this. I have to get back with Zergakes, the Draco Reptilian. He has to refuel the UFO. But I think some things have been aligned where I will be here for tomorrow's showtime filmmaking.
Awesome! So we got Klaus Schwab Jr. where we're going to be able to dive even deeper into the Illuminati and the people that are ruling the world. So that's going to be very fun. And to all the people in the chat, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share it. And then real quick, let me show Derek. Did we get another super chat? Another super chat? what is this one? I don't see it. 4999. I, Alex Stein, hereby apologize to my black king Darius. I do. I apologize, but I apologize a certain kind of way here. Back up, Sam Cam. This is how we. I just say, thank you so much for being such a good table. All right, folks. Well, we're gonna end the show.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
There's no pulse. Yeah.
We're gonna end the show the same way we do every night with that freestyle finale. Yo, Darius is dead, he's on the flow. Darius, no mo. And he's got to go. About to give you the sickest flow. Klaus Schwab docking his cock. I don't care cause he uses a sock when he dances like the Chili Peppers. Got some rice like I'm a prepper for all the food shortages. And you know they're debating mortgages. Free housing, World Economic Forum style. You'll live in a pod like a bug named Kyle. And I don't care cause I'm buck wild. And I kill everyone. And Darius is super dead. Maybe I can get some head. What the hell did I just said? I'm a pimp on a blimp. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Good night. Stop moving! Darius, stop moving! All right, guys, we love you. And he's not a slave. He did this on his own free will. He's allowed to leave at any moment.